is a presentation of GRS-TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot.
Good evening here from Williams Stadium, here for some 9-6A football between the 1-5 North Garland Raiders and the 2-5 Rowlett Eagles. I'm Houston Darden here with my partner Thomas Hart, and you know the North Garland Raiders are looking to brighten up. It's been a pretty gloomy season for them for the most part, and Rowlett looking to end a roller coaster of a season off on a high note. So Thomas, what do you feel like today's point of focus should be for both teams?
Most definitely for the home team, North Garland Raiders, they just have to execute and play better football. We know what they're capable of doing on offense and defense if they do that. And for the away Rowlett Eagles, just staying mentally prepared for the whole game. We know what they're capable of doing. Also, they're just on the verge of the playoffs, and I'm excited to see what they can do if they do that tonight.
Indeed, indeed. Rowlett, you know, 21-7 loss against Wiley last week, but they were, if you watch the game, they were pretty much in the game for like the first 3 quarters, and then once Wiley started getting on the roll, it looked like they just mentally checked out the game. You know, there was some quarterback controversy. They benched starter Andrew Ellison and put in Kirk Huff for the last couple of drives. But, you know, a big bright spot on that Rowlett team being Joseph Brox, you know, a blocked field goal and just great defense all around that night. So we're looking to see him and Rowlett capitalize off of that, and also looking to see if North Garland can combat that tonight. So as we get ready to kick off here, looks like we're going to be in for a pretty windy game today. That might affect some of the kicks, as the kick is going to go out of bounds, and that's where the Rowlett Eagles are going to come out and go for their first drive.
And there will be a flag here on the kickoff.
You can hear this. The stadium pretty rocking tonight.
It's a good night for football, Friday night.
Not too hot.
Free kick out of bounds. The ball be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, Rowlett.
So Rowlett and company is going to be starting at the 30-yard line. And it looks like they're going to be starting sophomore quarterback River Kirkhuff tonight. So we're looking to see what Rowlett sees in him tonight, and we're looking to see if how prepared he is for today's game. It's going to be Jeremiah Benson in the backfield as Kirkhuff drops back to pass, and he goes deep at the beginning of the game, and that's just slightly thrown to the right. Intended target Jalen Benson on the target.
And if we look at this replay, you just talked about the wind. That might have to do something with that play, because just there, Josiah Rodemaker, the junior cornerback, was in coverage there.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the 30-yard line. Jeremiah Benson still in the backfield. He's been their ground and pound guy all year as they hand off the ball to him, and he finds a hole immediately, and he's looking for the blockers, and he has them. He's going to keep going past the 50, and he's going to go out around the 43-yard line. So talking about Jeremiah Benson, he makes a big run tonight, already beating his total from last week against Wiley.
And that's how you want to start the game. He just finds a hole on the right side of the field. Number 10 gets a very good block for him, and that's going to be a 23-yard run to start the game.
So Rowlett already looking like they have the ball rolling today. So we're looking to see a lot of Jeremiah Benson and his partner in crime, Devin Gray, tonight. And we're also looking to see if they're going to open up that passing playbook as they hand it off for Benson for his 2nd carry of the night, and he's looking for a hole, and he cut back. And that's going to be a gain of around 4 yards.
28, Benson, the ball carrier.
And another solid carry here, but that's going to be Stephen Law on the tackle. Stephen Law just kind of sits there, gets past him. Braylon Smith, the initial tackler, but to slow him up. But Stephen Law with a good tackle.
So Rowlett's going to go with an empty backfield here. Jeremiah Benson there at the bottom of your screen. Kirkhuff drops back to pass. He drops back deep, and that's Cordell Lee, and he's going to catch it. And that is going to be a 40-yard touchdown what a way to start the game. What a beautiful first drive for the Eagles.
And an exciting play here. Cordell Lee's going to take the seam right up the middle and just untouched. He's got plenty. He sees the mismatch with the linebacker on him. He's going to take that in the end zone, and that's a very good way to start the drive in the game.
You like to see Kirkhoff come out and be pretty confident with the way he's throwing the ball. He's not afraid to make those throws, and it looks like he's going to be making those throws all night as the kicker, Colin Adkins, puts it up through the middle, and your score is going to be 7-0 Rowlett with 10:49 left in the first quarter. So North Garland's offense coming out, and there's a big name on that offense who is number 3, Mateo Howard. And we're going to see him all over the field tonight. You know, when I was looking at his stats, he has stats everywhere. He has passing stats, rushing stats, and some tackling stats. So tonight I feel like that's going to be a pretty big name to watch out for.
Most definitely. Mateo Howard is a guy they like to call the Joker. He's a very good slot receiver, but he can play boundary. In the game against Garland, he had a touchdown passing, a touchdown receiving, and a touchdown rushing. So the Eagles have a very tough hand with him, but they're up for the game.
Pretty funny stat I found earlier today. He has 100% completion percentage on the year. So look to see 100% right there. Hasn't missed a pass. But Rowlett is going to kick the ball off to North, and North looking to equal out what Rowlett did on their first drive. He's going to take a little stutter step, and that's going to go out of bounds. So they're going to start at the 30. There's a flag on the field signaling kick out of bounds.
And just as we mentioned, that wind is already starting. Not even 2 minutes in yet.
Free kick out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, North Garland.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 30. Freshman quarterback Christian Hampton in tonight as a starting quarterback. You know, as a freshman, he got thrown into the fire mid-season, and I feel like for what it's worth, he's been stepping up to the task. As you see him motion out the running back, empty backfield, he drops back to pass, and he throws it across the middle, and that is intercepted, and he's going to go. That's Jaden Davis. He passes the 10, and that is a first down. And like I said, this Rowlett team is just one to watch whenever they're fully in the game, and right now it looks like they're in the game 150%.
Most definitely. He's going to look to find Christian Eason here. That's just a little freshman mistake right there. Instead, Jaden Washington is spying there, and that's him all the way. He takes that 30 yards to the end zone, and it's a very good start for this Eagle team.
You know, that Eagles defense has some pretty good guys on that side, so we're looking to see a lot of players on that side make a play tonight as the kick is up and good by Atkins, making your score 14-0. So we will come back after these messages from GRS-TV. We're back here at Williams Stadium. Your score 14-0 after a Washington interception for a pick 6. So North Garland gonna get this ball back. Christian Hampton making what looked to be a freshman mistake, and hopefully that does not cloud his mind for the rest of the game, and he looks to bounce back on this drive right here.
Plenty of time here for sure.
You know, it's pretty early in the game, and they're going to kick the ball off, and that's going to be Mateo Howard fielding the kick. And it looks like he wanted something, but he's going to get dropped at around the 40-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and 10 on the 40 for the Raiders for their second drive of the game.
And that's exactly what you want on your special team. You get moved an extra 5 yards up to the 40. When you need anything you can get, you'll take that any day of the week.
The Raiders
So Christian Hampton back out on the field after a interception. He's looking to beat that drive in any way he can, potentially putting points on the board. It's 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Trent Hill in the backfield. They hand it off to him, and that's going to be about a 3-yard gain. That's going to be a Raider 2nd down.
And Trent Hill is going to take this to the right side for 4 yards. He's a very strong runner. He's 215 pounds of pure muscle there. And a good start for this drive.
You know, Trent Hill has 609 yards on 120 attempts with 9 touchdowns and averages 5 yards a carry. So he obviously knows what he's doing when he has that ball in his hand. 2nd and 6 on the 44, and they hand it off to Hill again. And that's going to be stopped pretty quick by that good Eagles D-line right there. And it's going to come up to be 3rd down for the Raiders.
And 2nd and 6 there, nowhere going. Vincent Martin, the junior defensive lineman, is there the whole time, just bullies the guard and takes him down.
You know, Vincent Martin's one of those people, you know, once he's on your back, you cannot get him off of you. As there's going to be flags on the field around midfield, so we're going to see what the refs have to say.
False start, number 70 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And that's going to be on Miguel Cervantes, the sophomore lineman. And that's going to drop him back to 3rd and 9 on the 41-yard line. So here we have a 3rd and long situation. We're probably going to see a pass out of Hampton, so we're looking to see if he gets that memory of that interception out of his mind.
And you just have to this early in the game.
Hampton drop backs to pass. He's rolling out to his left, and he looks like he's going to get it. And he gets the 1st down, and he gets out of bounds after getting it. So that's going to be a positive play right there for him. You like to see him bounce back after that interception.
And that's the upside about him right here. Hampton just sees the pocket collapses very fast, runs it out to the left side for 15 yards.
You know, if I saw big number 12, Carday Ivy chasing me like that, I'd find a way to get away from him too. So he found a way to do it, and he got the 1st down. So it is going to be 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. We're looking to see North Garland get some of their receivers involved in Mateo Howard and JaChristian Eason, 2 of their top receivers on the year, as he hands it off to Hill again. My mistake, that is Shaw. But that is a good running stand by that Rowlett D line there.
And as we talked about with this Eagles linebacking crew, that's going to be number 22, Kingston Johnson. And he's there the whole way to take him down.
As you also saw 25 falling after Johnson, that's Keyshawn Harrison, who had himself a pretty good game against Wiley as well, recording multiple tackles. It's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 47-yard line as they hand it off to Hill, and he finds a hole, and he's cut down by number 8, Joseph Brox, who comes down from his safety position after a gain of 5.
And Joseph Brox is a very good safety. He just might be an all-district player this year. He's going to take him down below the knees right there. And a beautiful tackle to take Trent Hill down, and that's not easy to do.
You know, it looked like he wanted to run him over. I think if that's any other corner on that team, they might get ran over, but not Joseph Brox, you know. As Hampton drops back, and he's looking to throw, but he's going to rush. And he's going to get sacked by who else other than number 92, Vincent Martin, again, who's had 3 tackles and now a sack on this drive.
And that's exactly how you want to start the game if you're an interior defensive lineman. A sack by an interior defensive lineman, he'll take that in the first quarter too and setting them up for the punt.
So it's going to be 4th and 6 on the 43. North Garland is going to punt, and Joseph Brox is back to receive the punt. Just like I said, he looks like he's gonna have himself a pretty busy night tonight as he lets that bounce. And that's gonna bounce out of bounds. And the Rowlett Eagles are gonna take this at the 20-yard line.
And this time, the wind's going to help them there. It's blowing to that side. And Rowlett was really, North Garland was really hoping that they could get that at the 1 and down it, but the wind moved it too fast in favor of the Raiders, or the Eagles.
So Rowlett coming out after getting a pretty long break thanks to their defense, and Kirkhoff looking to replicate what he did on that first drive, getting 70 total yards on that drive. So looking to replicate that as they hand it off to Benson, who's brought down pretty quick, and I think that's a fumble, and that is going to North Garland. That is one of my keys for the game for North Garland, was forcing turnovers for the game, and they're getting to that pretty quickly.
And most definitely, you're going to see a swarm of red jerseys. It's going to be 3 or 4 guys, and it's going to be dropped, and initially it's going to be 56. Braylon Smith is going to be there, but it's going to be picked up by Brandon O'Neill and setting this Raider offense up for success.
So this Raider offense is in the red zone thanks to their defense. Hampton in the back with Trent Hill. There's going to be a flag on the field.
False start, number 16 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that's going to be on the senior tight end there, Ifosa Osas. So that's going to bump him back to the 20. But it's still pretty good field position. They're still on the 20, so.
North Garland, first choice timeout of the half.
And that's going to be a North Garland timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take a break with them after these quick messages from GRS-TV. First and 15 on the 20 for the Raiders here at Williams Stadium. Trent Hill in the backfield with Christian Hampton. And the Raiders are looking to go ahead and shorten this early lead by the Rowlett Eagles. As Hampton drops back to pass. And he comes up in the pocket. He evades some defenders. And he makes a move, and he got hit pretty hard by number 22, Zarin Wills.
And that right there is another reason he takes this. It's not a quarterback option. This defensive line is getting there really fast, and that was number 92. But the freshman quarterback takes it 9 yards all the way to the right.
And my apologies, that tackle was by number 22, Kingston Johnson. As you saw, he laid the hit on that quarterback, and he got up and is ready to do it again. And he's going to hand it off to Hill, who finds a hole, and he stumbled right before getting to the plane, and he's going to be down around the 3-yard line.
And Trent Hill, a strong runner, he has a lot to do this year. He takes it at 11 yards.
And it looks like North Garland is going to go tempo here as they try to sneak it to Hill. Looks like they're trying to replicate the brotherly shove there, and it looks like it might almost go in as North Garland sideline wants to say it's a touchdown. And I think the refs are going to call him just short. Looks like he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. And once again, North Garland's going to go tempo, trying to catch this Eagles defense off guard. They can only go as fast as the ref lets them, and they hike the ball, and that's definitely going to be a touchdown for the Raiders. So that's going to make it 14-6, sorry, as the Raiders close this deficit.
Yeah, most definitely. I was a little confused on the first play why there was no double tight end set in the back, but it doesn't matter when your running back's a wildcat and he's extremely strong.
As you can see, it looks like he's just an old-timey running back, you know, no gloves, no nothing. He's just going to go out there and try to hit you as hard as he can. As that kick is up through the uprights, and it is good, making your score 14-7 here at Williams Stadium. So North Garland, once again, already looking better than they have in past weeks going against this Rowlett team. Rowlett defense, they're still playing pretty good. So Rowlett's going to come back out and try to shake off that fumble and try to score again.
And the keys to the game for Rowlett, like we talked about, is when another team scores, doesn't matter if they're up, can they stay mentally there in this game? And that should be the key. Their sophomore quarterback has been outstanding today, and they have plenty of time to just keep extending that lead, so we'll have to see.
And he's already checked off one of my keys for today's game, and that was improved quarterback play. You know, it was a question on who was going to start this week between Ellison and Kirkhuff, and that is checked off for me with Kirkhuff playing a pretty good game so far. But you want to knock on wood as well, because we still got a long game ahead of us as the Raiders get ready to kick the ball up, and he boots this thing. And Brox is going to go ahead and field it. He's going to bring it up past the 20, and he's still on his feet, and he's falling forward, and he's going to go down around the 28-yard line. It looks like he wanted to find something real bad there. It took a lot of defenders to get him down.
Yeah, most definitely. This is what you love to see. North Garland always puts their playmakers out there on special teams, like Christian Eason, who slowed him down, and then tackled him.
27 of the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down, Rowlett.
They're eventually going to put them in bad field position due to that penalty and the tackle. And that's what you like to see if you're North Garland.
So that pretty good return is going to be negated, and they're going to start on the 17. So Kirkhuff and company is back out there again after a fumble. And, you know, we're looking to see them get a lot of their receivers involved. You know, they already got Lee involved. Looking to get Gore involved as well as they go empty. And they pass it to Gore on a nice little screen pass. And he has a whole bunch of people in the way. And he's hard to take down, but he's brought down by the Raiders' leading tackler, Andrew Looney.
And they look for Cordell Lee here. And Lee catches it and quickly taken down after picking up 5. And that's a good first play down. You already got halfway to go. 2nd and 5 here.
It's gonna be 2nd and 5 on the 21, 2nd and 6 on the 21-yard line, and they do another little screen pass here, and he gets tripped up after gaining 2 yards. That's gonna be number 11, Jalen Thomas, on the reception.
And 11 gets it here, and then 11 tackles him. That's going to be Rodemaker on the tackle. And that's a very good 2nd down play, and it's 3rd and 6 here. And it's tough field position here for the Eagles.
Jalen Thomas being another one of those good Eagles receiver with 20 receptions and 226 yards on the season. So it's going to be 3rd down as Kirkhuff rolls right. He throws it on the run to Lee, and it just hits his hands. And that's going to be 4th and 6. We're looking to see if Rowlett's going to be aggressive or just go ahead and punt this ball away. And it looks like the punt team is coming out there.
Yeah, Kirkhuff looks for Lee here. Hits his hands, but that's a very tough pass to catch, especially when you're going to your over the shoulder there. And the Raiders are bouncing back.
And it looks like they have Ellison out there to punt this ball away. So it looks like it's going to be Mateo Howard back there. Looks like he has some of a lead. 2 lead blockers right there. And that's going to be a low kick, and that's going to be fielded by number 23. And he's going to get brought down pretty quickly. That was number 23, Ashton Minor, on the return.
Ashton Minor, the ball was very vertical as there's a flag on the field, but I'm surprised he didn't fair catch it there. He's very quick, though.
Personal foul, blindside block, return team. 15-yard penalty. First down, North Garland.
So once again, a pretty decent return is going to get brought back by a flag on special teams. So it looks like they're going to spot him at the 34-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10, and Christian Hampton and company is going to come out and try to make something out of this drive.
And as we talk about execution for this Raider team, that's what they've been doing, and they keep this up. That's their key to victory.
You know, right now this is looking like a way better Raiders team than in previous weeks so far. They look way more into the game. Looks like their game plan is more thought out as Trent Hill gets a nice block from Minor right there. And it looks like he's going to take it around the edge after he gets the first down. That is going to be a nice gain of around 12 yards.
And as you talked about, Minor is a very good, that's a misled run there, and he's going to take that, and then he gets that block, and he's going to get 14 on that play. That's a very good block there to provide for the first down.
I guess you can say that block was anything but minor, if not major. So Trent Hill is going to stay in the game after that run, and it's going to be 1st and 10. And they're going to hand it off to Trent Hill again. He's going to find that edge, and he's going to get another block from Minor. And Minor is still blocking as he takes it further up the sideline. He's going to get snatched down at around the 5-yard line by number 34, Kenyon Thompson.
And that was a major block for sure. He gets to the outside again, and if it just keeps working, why not keep doing it? Trent Hill is a guy that we've seen had about nearly 300 yards against North Mesquite, and he's going to need a break after that one.
And they're going to go tempo again, pushing it up against this Rowlett D line. And that's a dog pile. Once again, North Garland signaling touchdown, but we're going to see what the refs have to say. It looks like they're going to be about just an inch shy, and we're probably going to see that same play again as they got Mateo Howard down there this time. And that's going to be a touchdown. So North Garland has quickly tied this game back, not letting that momentum Rowlett had catch them off guard by shooting them right back, making it 14-13.
Most definitely. You don't think that on the 4-yard line that they could move like they did on that first down, but they do. Mateo Howard as a slot receiver is very strong and an outstanding play, and it's a tie game now, and that was very quick.
And that makes this score 14-14. I don't know if you saw there though, Brox has been pretty consistently in that backfield on those PATs, so we might mess around and see him block one tonight. So it's gonna, as North Garland and Rowlett get ready for this kickoff again. You know, this game started off fast on both sides. You know, Rowlett getting a pretty long touchdown to Cordell Lee and then an interception. And then North Garland bouncing back pretty quickly with 2 touchdowns of their own and a forced fumble on one to get the ball back in good field position. So both of these teams look like they're here, and it looks like they're here to win it too.
Most definitely. Look to see Cordell Lee get another catch here. He's already got 50 yards receiving tonight.
So it looks like the North Garland Raiders are going to try and catch Rowlett by surprise. Rowlett will not fall for it, and they're going to await the kickoff. Brock's back to return. And the kick is away. That's a pretty deep kick once again. Brox is going to field it again. He's looking to get something out of this one. And it looks like he has some green in front of him. He has a good block on the right side, and that is Jacristian Eason in pursuit. But it looks like he's going to beat both of them, and that's going to be, let's see what the refs say. That's a Rowlett touchdown on a kick return. So like we said, Brox looks like he's going to have himself a pretty busy night tonight.
And just as you talked about, he was out there about to block the PAT on special teams. He's going to get his own chance here. Takes a nasty cut up the middle, takes it to the right side. Some good lead blocking there by the receiver. Just Eason in pursuit there. But that's going to be an 82-yard kick return touchdown. And Brox is looking like him tonight.
And that's the kind of block you put on display on the film. You know, Jalen Benson with that nice block to give him that edge to get around. So that's going to make this score 21-14 as this kick is up and away, and that officially makes the score 21-14 here at Williams Stadium. So we're going to take a break after these quick messages from GRS-TV.
Penalty, climb, extra point.
21-14 here at Williams Stadium with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Rowlett is coming back out to kick the ball to North Garland after a kick return, by Cordell Lee. And so far, this game has been pretty electric on both sides of the ball.
Most definitely, and North Garland wants another chance after that one. Their offense is probably still a little bit tired after that long drive, and the defense didn't even get a chance there.
As that kick is going to go back pretty deep, and Mateo Howard is going to field it. And he's going to find some blocking, and he's looking to make something shake around the outside, and there's a flag flying. So we're going to see what this flag is.
I think this return's about to get negated.
Holding, return team, number 6, 10-yard penalty, first down, North Garland.
And that's going to be on Cameron Shaw. So once again, a pretty decent return negated by a flag. And you know, that's one thing you want to see kind of slow down as the night goes. You know, you don't want to see a lot of flags on special teams, because you might not think it, but a lot of good plays can come out of special team, and a lot of good things overall can come out of special teams, like field position. So, you know, now they're going to start at the 15-yard line when they could have been at the 25. So it is going to be 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. And he's going to hand it off to Trent Hill again. And he's going to get shut down quick by number 6, Derek Childs, as that was a pretty textbook tackle right there.
Yeah, and it's already getting chippy out here. Number 6, Derek Childs, the junior defensive back. Just a textbook tackle, as you said. He takes him down by the knee. And he's only going to get about 2 yards on that play.
He was making sure that hole got closed up real quick. As they have Cameron Shaw in the backfield, and they're going to get that off. And I think there's going to be a timeout on Rowlett's side. So
timeout, Rowlett. Their first choice timeout of the half.
So we're going to keep it here. So we're going to talk about some stats really quick. North Garland, if you look at their overall record, it's not a team you would expect would have good numbers. But, you know, their running game has been pretty good this year. We already talked about Trent Hill, 609 yards, but Cameron Shaw is right there behind him at 302. And I don't know if you know, but Cameron Shaw played quarterback closer to the beginning of the season.
Most definitely. Cameron Shaw is an outstanding athlete. He's a former running back. He's played defense tonight. He has 300 rushing yards and 300 passing yards. So we'll look to see what he can do tonight.
Looking to get it to 3 of his top receivers in Mateo Howard, JaChristian Eason, and Javius Green tonight. Looking to see them have a pretty big game out of at least one of those guys. So Hampton's going to drop back. Drops back pretty deep, but he finds a way to get away. He's going to drop that off to Minor, and he's going to take that up the sideline using that speed. And that's a block right there by Eason. He's going to cut it back to the middle. And Brox is in pursuit, and that's going to be a North Garland touchdown. This is looking like it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Most definitely. And this is going to be the freshman Ashton Minor. And he just evades the pressure there. Minor's going to he gets rewarded for those blocks he had earlier. And just as a freshman, he's very quick out there. And that's going to be an 83-yard receiving touchdown.
So it looks like the freshman is looking to have himself a pretty big night tonight. You know, and that's just, you like to see that out of your younger guys going into future years. So you might have that connection of Hampton to Minor in the future. So you know North Garland has to be happy about that as they see him taking a seat right there.
Most definitely, you got him for 3 more years.
And that's, with that speed, that can be very dangerous in the open field. You might be able to put him in more spots than just receiver. You might be able to put him at running back a little bit.
It really reminded me of that kick return touchdown that we just saw from Joseph Brox. Some very outstanding athletes on both of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of speed on both sides. So North Garland's going to come back out, and Rowlett's going to be awaiting the kick. And Cordell Lee is going to be back there now. It looks like they're giving Joseph Brox a little bit of a break after he started this game off pretty hot. Minute and 56 left to go in the first quarter. And your score is 21-21 here at Williams Stadium. So far, this is shaping up to be a pretty nice matchup tonight. You got Rowlett, who's fighting to somehow make a late season playoff push, and North Garland looking to just try and cause some mayhem in the playoffs. In the playoff race, sorry. As a low kick out of bounds. So they're going to start at around the 30-yard line.
Most definitely. It's going to be a free kick out of bounds again.
Free kick out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, Rowlett.
So you wonder what's going through these kickers' minds now. The wind looks like it's slowing down a little bit. If you watch the flag runners, it looked like they were struggling a little bit with those flags, but it looks like the wind is starting to somewhat slow down tonight. As they bring out Andrew Ellison on this drive, the senior quarterback. And that's going to be Jeremiah Benson in the backfield. And that's going to be a snap right off his hands, and that's going to be recovered by North Garland. And looks like it's still on the ground. And that's going to be a North Garland ball. They might have heard me up here. They're definitely causing some turnovers tonight.
Most definitely. This is going to be a high snap. And that's going to be 40 again. That's going to be Brennan Onia. That's the second time he's recovered one. And he just takes care of that opportunity. And he's there tonight.
And it just looks like that snap caught Andrew Ellison off guard a little bit. He came up, and it looks like he was going to make some type of change at the line, but the ball came out, and he was not expecting it. And that's going to be a timeout.
Timeout, Rowlett. That second choice timeout of the half.
As the ref sounds a little surprised there. So we're going to take a break after these quick messages from GRS-TV. So this is going to be 21-21 with a minute and 46 left to go in the first quarter. And the ball is on the 12 after a botched snap from Rowlett. So North Garland's going to hand it off to Hill, and he's looking to make something happen. And he's going to get brought down out of bounds by the tandem of Jaden Washington and Ryan Gore. And he's going to be down at around the 4-yard line.
And that's what we talk about with a good lead block. North Garland is having great teamwork tonight. That's going to be number 50, Jonathan Mahever. And making it a lot easier at the 3-yard line.
And there's another botch snap, and it looks like Rowlett definitely bounced on that. So just when the North Garland defense thought they got a break, they're coming right back out there. And Rowlett is coming out to redeem themselves as Kirkhoff looks to be coming onto the field. So it looks like Rowlett's going to be trying out both quarterbacks tonight.
Most definitely. And we've seen this multiple weeks in a row. And we'd like to see that friendly competition. Both quarterbacks are going to get an opportunity tonight. Kirkhoff was pretty good. We'd like to see if they keep switching on these drives.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. As once again, another bad snap. And now you start to wonder, is it the center?
Fortunately, Jeremiah Benson got it. We'll like to, it looks like it hit another lineman, but it's going to be down at the 2-yard line. So North Garland's defense is getting a great opportunity here on a 2nd down and 15.
So it's going to be 2nd and 15 on the 2-yard line. This is not somewhere you want to be with 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. He drops back to pass over the middle, and that looks like it was just a little bit of miscommunication. It looks like it could have went to Lee, and it looks like it could have went to Rodney Gore there on that play.
That's going to be a crossing route to the left side of the field. Looks like he was looking for number 10, Rodney Gore, but Joseph Moa with some pretty good coverage, and now it's 3rd and 15.
Ball is still on the 2-yard line. Rowlett is looking to get themselves off this wall right here. And there's going to be a flag around the 4-yard line.
False start. 55 on the offense. Half the distance. 3rd down.
And that's going to be on senior Jose Rodriguez. You know, and that's one thing about this Rowlett O-line. They have a lot of experience up there. And there are also some pretty big boys up there, so it's pretty hard to get through them. So Rowlett looking to at least get out of here, and he has to throw that quick. And it's batted, but the receiver still gets to it, and he's going to try and stay up. That is number 17, Ronald Hamilton. As that play could have been disastrous and turned into a safety.
Most definitely. Kirkhoff is looking to the left. It gets deflected, but it's going to be caught by number 17, Hamilton, but any yards are good when you're at the 1-yard line.
And he's brought down by the junior cornerback, Brian Nchotu, who's been the 2nd leading tackler on this team. And for a corner, that is pretty surprising. He has 33 tackles on the season, being the 2nd best on the team. So Andrew Ellison is out to kick it,
End
but
of the first quarter.
the buzzer sounds for the first quarter. So we're going to take a break here up in the booth after these quick messages from GRS-TV. And at the start of this second quarter, your score is 21-21. And Andrew Ellison is deep in his own end zone, looking to punt this ball away. Hopefully if they fake it, they don't pull it Dan Orlovsky. So they are on the 5-yard line. So this is going to be a, regardless of, unless Ellison has some hidden leg, this is going to be pretty good field position. That's going to be fielded by Howard. He has some pretty good blocks to go off of, but he gets wrapped up pretty quickly by number 26, DeWandre Brauhau. And they're going to be on what seems to be the 42-yard line.
And surprisingly, that was a very good punt. He was backed up on his own end zone, but DeAndre Broho with a good tackle to limit them on the field position. It's going to be at the 41-yard line here.
So Hampton and company looking to come out after a pretty disappointing end to their last drive, fumbling on the 6-yard line. They're looking to put some points on the board and take their first lead of the night. As they send Howard in motion, they're going to hand it off to Trent Hill. He's going to find a hole, and he's going to get brought down pretty quickly. And it looks like the first defender there was Childs. That's going to be a gain of around 2 yards.
That's the second time we've seen that tonight. Hill's been very good, averaging about 10 yards a carry. But that's going to be number 9, Ryan Gore, and Childs combining for the tackle.
So that makes it 2nd and 8 on the 39-yard line. You know, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Mateo Howard in a lot of jet sweep situations, some wildcat situations later in the game, and there's going to be a false start on the far right for North Garland.
number 70 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And that's going to be number 2 for Miguel Cervantes, his second false start of the night. You know, that Rowlett D-line shifted, and as an offensive lineman, you can't let the defensive line intimidate you like that.
The good thing about this is we've seen some penalties from some young players, and they have a lot of time to grow.
So that's going to make it second down and 13 on the 44-yard line. Trent Hill is in the backfield. As they hand it off to him, he finds a hole, but he's going to get brought down. Getting to the line of scrimmage by number 25, Keyshawn Harrison, who's hyped up about that play.
And I am too. It's hard to tackle Trent Hill, and he's taken to the right side. That's a good right side of the offensive line with Anthony Livesey over there. But he goes down really fast by the sophomore linebacker, Harrison.
So it looks like on this drive, this Rowlett defense is doing a pretty good job at containing the run game by this North Garland offense. And it looks like that's going to be Cameron Shaw in the backfield now. It looks like they're going to have a rotating backfield tonight. As Hampton drops back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to throw that deep to number 15. He's going to shake off a receiver. And that's going to be Vincent Martin on the tackle, which is surprising. An interior D lineman coming to get that tackle.
And just a beautiful play. He evades the pass rush. He's going to throw it to number 15, Samuel Williams, a sophomore receiver there. We haven't seen him involved a lot this year, but if he keeps getting first downs like that, he's going to get a lot of opportunities.
Looks to me North Garland is getting way more players involved tonight. Go ahead and test out the abilities of their other players. We already seen what Ashton Minor can do. It might be Williams' turn as they dump it off to Shaw. He's going to stiff arm a defender. He's going to keep going. He's going to shake off another defender. He's going to get a good block. And that is going to be a touchdown for North Garland as they take their first lead of the night.
And talk about a good block there. Pop goes the Weasel. That's going to be a 30-yard reception. Some very good blocking there from this North Garland team. We've talked about all they need to do is execute. They have the guys for that. He stiff arms the guy there, moves around. Some very good blocking from Minor. We've been very impressed with him tonight.
Timeout, North Garland. Their second choice timeout of the half.
So we're going to go ahead and keep it here. Like you said, you know, Minor is having himself a pretty good night, regardless of if the ball is in his hands or not. You know, he had some pretty crucial blocks, and he had a touchdown earlier, and right there he had another crucial block that led to a touchdown. So we're looking to see a lot of unfamiliar faces make some pretty good plays tonight.
Most definitely. And it's still pretty early. The second quarter barely started, and it's 27-21. Some electrifying offenses here. And very impressed with North Garland's team. If we look at the stats, 96 rushing yards from Trent Hill. He's averaging about 9 yards a carry. Ashton Minor had that 84-yard reception for a touchdown. Some very key blocks. Just very impressed with this Raider team overall.
And Christian Hampton looked like he's going to have himself a pretty good night. He's 2 for 3, 96 yards and a touchdown and interception as that ball goes up through the uprights, and that's going to make your score 28-21 here at Williams Stadium. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break after these messages from GRS-TV. Your score is 28-21 here at Williams Stadium with 9:14 to go in the second quarter. North Garland is going to kick the ball off, and Brox is back to receive again. So we're looking to see if he's going to try and get himself another kick return tonight. Looks like North is going to keep doing that fake run up and then run back tonight to see if they can catch anybody off guard. as this kick is up and it is away. That's a low kick, and they're just going to take that and kneel it. It's going to be number 16, Gregory Jenkins, on the recovery. So Rowlett's going to start around the 35-yard line.
As crazy as that sounds, that wind has really picked up from what it did about 10 minutes ago. So that little squib kick, it's not terrible field position for either team. It's about the 31-yard line, 30 correction. And with Garland, as we mentioned, the wind is definitely picked up tonight. So the kicking situation is tough, but both teams are up for that challenge.
And we saw how the wind affected the game last night. But as Ellison is back in the game, he hands off to Benson for a gain of around 3 yards. It looks like Benson was looking for a hole there, and he just couldn't really find one.
Benson's been very solid, but this North Garland defense has been very solid as well. That's going to be Braylon Smith initially tackling him. He's only going to pick up 3 yards on the play.
You know, Braylon Smith is someone you got to watch out for tonight. He has 32 tackles, 33 now on the season, and 8 tackles for losses as Benson finds a hole, and he's going to keep pushing forward as he's backpacking those defenders like Dora the Explorer. He's going to go down after a gain of 15.
Just as we talked about, he is backpacking defenders. He's going to take that one 15 yards. He takes 3 linebackers, and the whole defensive coverage is what it looks like.
And it looked like he saw a defender and was like, I'm going to just run straight at you. Let's see what you're going to do about it. And
that's the type of intensity you need.
And we obviously saw who won that battle, as it's going to be 1st down and 10 on the 49-yard line. Looks like that is a pretty good evasive play by Ellison, but to no avail. He's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be number 28, Stephen Law, on the tackle.
Yeah, he just misses him. That's going to be number 40. We've seen him tonight, but Stephen Law, to no avail, takes him down pretty fast. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles.
Looks like both sides of this stadium are pretty excited. They both have something to cheer for with a good game like this one. As Ellison is empty in the backfield, and he's going to get sacked pretty quickly by number 57, Sabai Dai. That's going to be a loss right there, and that is another sack for this North Garland defense.
Sabai Dai just kind of jumps on him. He's been very impressive this season at that A-gap, and he's just a junior.
It looks like Ellison is kind of limping after that one, but it looks like he's going to stay in the game. And we're going to see a 3rd and long situation here. Definitely going to see a pass as we do. He pump fakes, and it looks like he's throwing it to Gore, and that's overthrown as there is a flag around the 45-yard line. We're going to see what this is about.
Holding, number 11 of the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
That's going to be holding on Josiah Rodemaker. So what was an incomplete pass is going to be an automatic 1st down, and looks like Rowlett just got bailed out a little bit right there.
Most definitely. It was a 3rd down. Was a little bit of contact, but the ref called it, and there's going to be a substitution. Javius Green is at corner,
which is something pretty different. Well, we're going to see what effects he has on this game as Rowlett goes to look at something of a bunch set here, and then Benson is going to get met pretty quickly in that backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards.
This time it's going to be David Econom, the sophomore defensive end, just viciously grabbing him to the ground. He did a fantastic job there.
Other than a couple of big runs, I think North Garland's doing a pretty good job at containing this Rowlett run game here. As they go empty again, that's a quick pass out to the outside. And he's going to make a defender miss, and he's going to take that up, as that is number 18, Adilio Williams.
Ellis is just going to look to the left side of the field. He finds 18. Just misses off of Miles. It's going to be about 4 yards short of that 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 here, and a key a key play upcoming here.
Like you said, 3rd and 4 on the 42-yard line. Looks like Rowlett is liking this empty backfield. And Ellison's going to drop back as he's getting hit. And that is an interception by Javius Green. And just like I said, what effect is he going to have on this game? Surprise, surprise, he comes in and gets up interception.
Well, we can talk about beautiful pressure there by that North Garland defense. And just kind of hits Ellis and it forces him to throw it. He tries to find Cordell Lee there, but Javius Green, the multi-talented guy, is going to get the pick there, and his teammates are hyped for him.
You know, he doesn't have that many yards in the season, but he was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go on the other side of the ball and get me an interception. That's exactly what he did. So Hampton and company is coming back out for this drive on the 29-yard line. And it's going to be Trent Hill in the backfield. 1st and 10 with 6:10 left to go in the quarter. They're going to throw it out to Howard. That's just a low ball. Howard had no chance of getting that, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. You know, and that kind of pass, you just want to throw that a little higher, hit him right in the chest.
Most definitely. I'm not sure how much farther he was going to get. The corners were looking on him, but it's okay on the 1st down. North Garland, I have a feeling, is going to execute here.
As you saw, number 22, Kingston Johnson, come into your frame right there at the end, the minute that ball hit the ground. So we wonder if he caught that ball, if he was going to get lit up. So we're going to hand it off to Trent Hill, who's going to try to find a hole on the outside. And he's going to run into that defender pretty hard. That's going to be a gain of around 4 to 5 yards.
That right there, Trent Hill has been running to the left side very hard tonight. Make that 100 rushing yards for him already. And he gets hit hard, but he just kind of doesn't even move. He's a very big body running back.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8 off a gain of 2. Ball on the 31-yard line. Once again, this Rowlett defense looking to make something happen. It's Jaden Washington with the pressure, and he's going to get brought down by a slew of Eagles defenders. And that's going to be a 4th down for the Raiders, as they're more than likely going to punt this ball away.
And he somehow evades the initial pressure and gets out of it. But that's going to be Carday Ivy and Kayshawn Harrison, both sophomores. And they've got 2 more years of these guys. They've been very impressive tonight so far.
Joseph Brox is back to return this kick. We're going to see if that one looked like it could have been blocked. And Brox is going to go ahead and field that one right at the 43-yard line.
They're probably lucky that he had to call a fair catch there, because there was a lot of open room. As we previously mentioned, Brox has a very fast athlete.
You know, the athleticism on display tonight is one that we haven't seen from both of these teams in a while. And looks like Kirkup is going to come back out. So, yeah, it looks like Rowlett's going to be testing out both quarterbacks tonight and get some reps in for Kirkup, considering he is a sophomore. And he's going to throw that to Gore, and that's going to be dropped off the ground. That was intended for Rodney Gore right there. Looks like he just got a couple steps away from the corner there.
Looks like a pretty thrown ball. Gore just drops it. Would have been a 14-yard reception. Andrew Looney was in coverage there.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 43-yard line. And one name, other than the first quarter, you haven't heard of so far is Cordell Lee. So keep a lookout for him at the bottom of your screen as Kirkup rolls to the left. He throws it. That's almost intercepted. Brian Njotu was looking for his 2nd interception on the year. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles.
And then Njotu was there the whole time. He looks to the left. I don't think Kirkup ever saw him. He just misses it. It falls out of his hands. He's kind of their Swiss Army knife.
Which I don't know how you miss him. You know, that's a 6'2" junior. So he could have caught that if he wanted to. As we saw, he was up there, and he's going to drop back. He looks to throw. He's directing traffic, and that hits the hands of Gore. And that's going to be another drop on the night. Back-to-back drop for Gore. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Rowlett is more than likely going to punt this ball away.
And Rowlett has shown that they like getting out of the pocket, letting the quarterback move, and throwing it to the sideline. This time, Gore had to awkwardly move his body, but that's going to be JBS Green, who just had the pick not that long ago in coverage.
So Ellison is out there to punt this ball away. So, and as we've seen, Andrew Ellison has a pretty good leg for a quarterback. So we're looking to see him try and pin them back there. As once again, that is a pretty nice punt. As that is going to roll out. That's going to take a pretty nice bounce, and that's going to go out at the 17-yard line. With 4:52 to go, your score is 28-21. You know, this game it's looking like a stalemate right now. After that touchdown, it's looking like both teams are just butting heads and are pretty evenly matched.
And it's not like their offenses haven't been good tonight in this second quarter, but both of them just been kind of quiet on these third downs, forcing punts. But it's been a very well-coached game from both sides.
You know, other than a few mistakes, you know, 2 interceptions on both sides of the ball, you know, 3 fumbles. So other than some mistakes, you know, this has been a pretty evenly matched game. And I'd like to say the defenses are both showing out tonight. And there's going to be a flag thrown close to midfield.
Delay of game, number 8 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that's going to be a delay of game. And you see Christian Hampton patting his chest saying, "That's on me, guys. I'm going to take the responsibility for that one." That's going to bump him back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 on the 12-yard line. And that's going to be Trent Hill in the backfield. He's having himself a night as they hand it off to him again, and there's another flag thrown. And saying there's a fumble. There's number 25, Keyshawn Harrison, hyped up again.
Regardless of this play is going to move back. Looked like there was an offsides by the receiver.
And Rowlett
The ball was recovered by Rowlett. However, there's an illegal procedure on offense. More than 5 in the backfield. Correction. There was a fumble on the play, recovered by Rowlett. Illegal formation on North Garland is declined. First down, Rowlett.
So that's going to be a Rowlett recovery. That is the 4th fumble tonight. And that's going to be pretty good field position for the Eagles.
And Trent Hill is there, but number 25, as we talked about already, Keyshawn Harris, the sophomore linebacker, strips it out and gives his team good field position here in the red zone.
Looks like tonight he's out to show that that Wiley game was not a fluke. I'm here to have my name all over the stat sheet tonight. So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 12, and Ellison is now in at quarterback. Jermias Benson is in at running back. They're going to do a nice little play action, and that's going to be in number 11, Jalen Thomas. And that's going to tie this game up once again.
And Rowlett's shown they like this. They fake it to the running back, see the mismatch with the linebacker there, and find number 11, Jalen Thomas, for an 11-yard touchdown. And pinning this extra point is a tie game.
And you just know when a quarterback sees a linebacker on one of their receivers, you know their face just lights up with happiness, because that is a big mismatch with the speedy guy of Thomas. And that looks to be a little messed up. And that's going to be no good, making this your score 28-27, but there's a flag.
Outside defense, half the distance, replay on try down.
So that's going to be a offsides on North Garland. So that's going to give Rowlett another chance to tie this game up. Hopefully the kicker can get that out of his brain right there. I don't know what happened right there. It just looks like there was a whole bunch of miscommunication. So we're going to see if Rowlett can get this kick through the uprights. And the kick is going to be up and blocked. and your score is going to stay at 28-27. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here after some messages from GRS-TV. So after a North Garland fumble, Rowlett goes ahead and punches in a touchdown, but misses both tries of the field goal after a false start. And on the second try, they got it blocked. So your score is 28-27 here at Williams Stadium with 4:40 left to go in the second quarter. You know, tonight special teams has been a sight to see if you really think about it. We done seen some kick returns, and now we done seen a block, and looks like we're getting the whole pie tonight with special teams. As this kick is going to be up, and it's going to be a nice kick at around the 25. That's going to be fielded by Javius Green. He's going to take that up to the 50 as a helmet comes rolling off. So whoever that is going to have to take a break, play off.
And as we talked about, Javius Green has an interception tonight, takes that one 20 yards and puts his team at the 49 correction. Javius Green, as we talked about earlier, you put your playmakers on special teams and they reward you.
So 4:35 left to go. Hampton and company is going to come out and look to extend their lead. With 4:35 left to go, looking to increase their lead before halftime. And that's going to be Cameron Shaw in the backfield as Hampton drops back to throw. He's going to move up in the pocket. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete.
You thought for a second the freshman quarterback got past the line of scrimmage, but let's look at it. He gets past the 49. Nah, just stays behind the line.
I don't know if you saw there, but Ashton Minor was in the vicinity of that ball, so it looks like we're going to see him everywhere tonight. Defense, offense, and special teams. So he's looking to really put something out here for the coaches to think about going into next season. As Cameron Shaw is still in the backfield, Hampton looks to throw to his left. He pump fakes and goes around to the left, and he somehow gets that out to Mateo Howard with number 91, Dekai Grant, on his back.
Grant was there. This Rowlett defensive line has provided very good pressure tonight, making it tough on the freshman quarterback. Initially gets past him, only has one arm. He's lucky it's his throwing arm, throws it. It's going to be a third and 7 here.
You know, for a freshman quarterback, he's holding his own out there, you know. You don't really expect freshman quarterbacks to make a throw like that. Some of them would just tuck that ball and go ahead and fall. As he drops back to throw again, moves up in the pocket, and he's going to look to throw it. I'm pretty sure if he threw that, that would have been a legal forward pass, but it's going to be down at around the 47-yard line, getting brought down by number 54, big man Tristan Lee.
Just like the Rowlett quarterback, he's trying to get out of the pocket. He can't do it with the pressure there. At first, North Garland was thinking about going for it on 4th and 7 here, but the punt team is out with 3 minutes left. Rowlett has another chance to take the lead.
So it's going to be Brox fielding the punt. Like you said, Rowlett looking to get this lead back going into halftime. There's going to be a timeout.
Timeout, North Garland. The final choice timeout of the half.
And they're going to use their last timeout of the half. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here after these quick messages from GRS-TV. And just as we came back, they snapped the ball, and that's going to be Cordell Lee looking to return this. That's going to be non-returnable. And that's going to be recovered at around the 21-yard line. So Rowlett coming out looking to put some points on the board before halftime, try to get a lead, because North Garland does get the ball back in the second half.
Most definitely. If we've seen some good stats from this Rowlett offense so far, don't let the score get to you. Jermias Benson has been averaging about 7 yards a rush. Kirkhoff has been good, and Ellison's been good. It's just all about the snapping and just staying mentally there. Let's see what they do here.
And Javius Green is still in that corner. And they're going to throw that quick across the middle to Lee. And he's looking to make something happen. That is one of the big playmakers of this offense. That's a good block. There's going to be a flag. Might mess around and be a illegal blindside block.
You can hear the frustration. That would be a 44-yard reception. Cordell Lee turns on the burners and moves around. He's very evasive. I don't know how. We see what they would be called on number 11, the blindside block, but it's very little.
Saw something like
There's
this.
no foul on the play for a legal blindside block.
Saw something like that happen last night in the same fashion, but that penalty is waived off. So that's going to be on the 30. That ball is going to be placed on the 35-yard line. I bet the Eagles were over there sweating bullets, hoping that play did not get negated, as they're inching closer and closer to being in field goal range. Ellison is in the game. He almost a snap, and he's going to throw that deep, and that's almost caught, but that is just out of reach of Adelio Williams. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 35.
And that right there is textbook beautiful coverage by Josiah Rodemaker. He stays with him. He's mirroring him on that little fade route to the left side of the field and make that 2nd and 10 with 2 minutes left.
So Rowlett, once again, looking to score any kind of points to take the lead. It is only a 1-point lead as Ellison drops back. He's looking to throw. He has nothing. He is brought down quick by number 57, once again saying his name, Sabaya Dye. That's going to be a sack.
Sabaya Dye is lined up here on the guard. Just kind of gets pushed off there by the guard. And he'll take that. And that's a loss of 5 and a sack. Sabaya Dye looking very good and making it tough for this Eagles team trying to score here.
So now 3rd and long. This is definitely a passing situation, looking to get into at least field goal range, and he's going to get pressured. He evades a sack. You got to get that out of your hands. He gets it to Benson, who gets just past the line of scrimmage. So what could have been a disastrous play turned out to be one of the better plays of this drive.
And guess who? It's Sabaya Dye again. He's unblocked off the guard.
Timeout, Rowlett. The final choice timeout of the half.
And they just get 6 there. Some beautiful defense by the Raiders.
Please reset the game clock to 1:35.
So you look to see
1:35 on the game clock.
So you look to see if Rowlett's going to test the leg of their kicker or go ahead and keep the offense out there and try to get a first, or at the greatest a touchdown. But being 4th and 9 at the 34, I think I'd go ahead and take my chances with the kicker. You still got 1:35. We're going to see what Rowlett's coaches are thinking here.
And it looks like the offense is coming out here. Look to see Cordell Lee get involved.
And off the jump, it looks like they're going to go ahead and go empty in the backfield. And so we're bound to see at least a medium pass, and they're going to a little bit of confusion here. But I think that hard count went ahead and got North Garland.
Outside, 57 defense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That's going to be on Sabaya Dye. one of the younger guys making a mistake there. You know, in situations like these, your coach always tells you do not move. And on that play, he just so happened to move. He was itching to get back there and make a play. He ended up making a positive play for the other side of the ball. So it's going to be 4th and 4 on the 29, making it easier for this Eagles offense. And he's going to snap it and throw it deep to Thomas across the middle. And that's going to be Looney on the tackle. But not before he's brought down at the 12-yard line.
And that right there is going to be the crossing route that they've liked all night. To Thomas, he's got a touchdown tonight. He was lined up on the linebacker last time. They see the mismatch again out of the slot.
And so he's going to throw it to Benson on a swing route, and he's going to push forward, and that is going to be out at the 1. From my angle, it looks like he might have got in there. We're going to wait on the replay here. So we're going to watch it right now.
Benson gets it, drops it right in the bucket. He's moving. Cameron Shaw gets him out at the 1-yard line. With that big offensive line, we'd like to see a tempo here.
You know, with a big running back like Benson in the backfield, who just keeps those legs churning no matter how many defenders are on him, you might see something positive right here as they hand it off, and just like that, that's going to be a Rowlett touchdown, making it 33-28.
And as you look at this replay, Ellison hands it off to Benson right up the middle. Some good blocking by number 55 there. It's going to be Jose Rodriguez, the senior guard. And Rowlett takes the lead here.
And it looks like they're going for 2 here, trying to regain that missed field goal they had earlier. And he's going to roll out to his right, looking back left. And he's going to be brought down aggressively, and that's going to be a flag. That's going to be on number 56, Braylon Smith, the senior.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how he could get taken down that fast physically. As we look at this replay, Braylon Smith grabbed him by the back of the helmet, just barely.
You know, in a situation like that, being a great tackler, you wouldn't think you would have to resort to that end. You know, a quarterback, you're pretty much bigger than him. So it looks like they're going to line up for 2 again. You're going to hand off to Benson, and he's going to get in. And they're going to get in. That's going to be 2. And that's going to bring back the points they got from that missed field goal earlier.
And they're going to reward him again. That's going to be number 28 that just got the touchdown, Jemias Benson. He's been great tonight. Jemias Benson is averaging over 7 yards a carry. And a way to reward him and get those points back is 35-28 with 1 minute left. And Rowlett is getting there emotionally and mentally. They're being very stable. And they only allow 1 minute to North Garland here. And let's see if that pass rush can stay as good as it was.
You know, Benson, his numbers might not show, but he's been a very pivotal part of this Eagles offense with 43 yards rushing and 17 yards receiving. So regardless of what the numbers show, he's been a very important part of this Rowlett offense here and the way they've been moving the ball and scoring. So Rowlett is getting ready to kick it off with 1:07 left to go. North looking to tie the game up, and that's going to be a short kick to Javius Green. And he's going to get brought down around the 42.
And as we talked about, Javius Green, an electrifying returner. He's been good as a corner. He's been good as a receiver this year. And we see the fans out here. It's been a very good game.
A good game to say the least. You know, already 35-28 in the first half. So if the game continues this way, you can only imagine what the end score is going to be. So Hampton and company comes back out. Trent Hill is in the backfield after taking a nice lengthy break, much needed from him tonight. He's going to hand it off to Hill right there. He's going to find a hole. He's going to keep going. And he runs right into Keyshawn Harrison. That's a battle of the Titans right there.
Most definitely. This Rowlett defensive line has been providing pressure all night, but Trent Hill's been running just as hard. He's going to pick up 8 on that.
It's going to be 2nd and 2 on the 48-yard line. Looks to be a little confusion right now. We're going to get this play going. They're going to hand off to Hill again. He's going to get that first down and some. That's going to be a gain of around 5 yards. It's going to be first down.
And big number 91, Dekai Grant, the senior defensive lineman, was there the whole way to take him down. This clock is running out. That'll do it.
So it looks like North Garland's just going to take it into the locker rooms, have a conversation, and come out and get ready to receive that ball. But nothing short of a good game tonight. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll see you back here in the second half.
Proudly presents the 28th line of your Silver Rhythm Dancers. Congratulations to the 2023-2024 Miss Jack Split Junior, Miss Andrea Wells, Miss Drill Team Senior Erica Reddish, Miss High Kick Senior Lieutenant Hannah Chappell, and Junior Miss High Kick Sophomore Layla Luthan. Senior Hannah Chappell, Lieutenant Captain Senior Nelly Ololo, and on the 50-yard line is your captain, Miss Katie Blackman. Dancers are joined by the JV Rhythmettes under the direction of Mrs. Savannah Robinson, performing their Halloween dance to the timeless hit Thriller. and gentlemen, the Garland Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Rowlett High School Mighty Eagle Marching Band. The band is led on the field by drum majors Mackenzie Bell, Ian Bales, and Jackson Nelson. This week's section of the week is the Battery. Tonight, the Mighty Eagle Band will be performing music from their marching show titled Decoratif, inspired by the Art Deco movement of the 1920s. The band will perform music from Eric Satie, George Gershwin, Lana Del Rey, and Michael Dougherty. And now, your Rowlett Mighty Eagle Band. and L'Oreal Riker. A special thank you to GISD Superintendent Dr. Ricardo Lopez, GISD Director of Visual and Performing Arts, Mr. Joseph Figarelli, and Rowlett High School Principal, Mrs. Carmen Blakey. Ladies and gentlemen, your halftime entertainment, North Garland High School's proud to present the 2023-2024 award-winning Man Down. The Mamsells are led onto the field by Junior Lieutenant, All-American, All-American Dance Company, All-American Kid Company, and Miss Ike J. Teamster. Senior Lieutenant, All-American, and All-American Kid Company. And in the center, wearing the signature silver hat, All-American and ADTS Outstanding Performer, your captain, Aubrey Lacey. Mansell Sergeants are Allison Guerrero and all Junior All-American and All-American Kid Company, Jennifer Martinez. Mansell Social Officers are Junior Marlon Perez, Junior All-American Honorable Mention Regina Cantu-Hernandez, Junior All-American Honorable Mention Vice President Iris Barajas, and Senior All-American Honorable Mention Vice President Vanessa Rangel. Tonight, the Mamsells and La Petite will be performing a military routine choreographed by Junior Lieutenant Jade Seamster to Respect. We would like to dedicate tonight's performance to the Mamsells Booster Club. Thanks so much, parents, for everything you do for us. We could not do this without you. Garland themselves are proudly under the direction of Miss Nicole Numa and locker teams under the direction of Miss Sally Portillo. Ladies and gentlemen, to continue your halftime entertainment, we now present the award-winning North Garland High School Raider Band. The North Garland Raider Band is under the direction of Cameron Green, Austin Taylor, Gabe Hernandez, and Rachel Monday. Your 2023 Raider drum majors are Sebastian Gomez, Donald Beavers, and Isabella Tejada. Tonight, the band performed the entirety of their UIL show, An Artist's Vision, a composition in 4 movements. Musical selections include music from Sunday in the Park with George by Sondheim, Baba Yaga from Pictures at an Exhibition by Mussorgsky, Promenade from Pictures at an Exhibition by Mussorgsky, Vincent by Don McLean, A Blank Page by Ben Hilton. The band members would like to thank our amazing directors. Thank you for all you do, all of your patience, and all of your help. We would not be who we are without you. Ladies and gentlemen, the North Garland High School Raider Band! John Fishball. Parents and students, join us at the Explore GISD Expo on Thursday, November 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Curtis Colwell Center. Families can learn about GISD's innovative programs and find the right fit for your student. At GISD, it's your choice and journey. That's November 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Curtis Colwell Center.
Welcome back here at this high-scoring affair here at Williams Stadium. Your score is 35-28 Rowlett. And as we get ready to look at some of the highlights for the first half, you know, the first half, it started off pretty hot with this 40-yard touchdown to Cordell Lee. And then Jaden Washington combated that on this next highlight with a 30-yard pick six. And just, you thought Rowlett was going to walk away with this game, but North Garland, they bounced back pretty quick after recovering this fumble. The North Garland has had a pretty strong run game with Trent Hill having 110 yards with a touchdown, as we see that touchdown right there. And in this big run right here, he's just been unstoppable tonight. And I think North Garland is going to look to build on that in the second half and regain the lead as they get the ball back. And once again, looking at that rushing game, that's Mateo Howard, who's been all over the field tonight. And then Cordell Lee having himself a night on special teams with a kick return in the second quarter. And that just shows how electrifying this game is with the highlights alone. You know, passing that, we've had some new faces tonight that we haven't seen this season. And Ashton Minor getting his one catch for 80 yards and a touchdown. And he's had some pretty major blocks tonight. And then we have Cameron Shaw coming in, putting his mark on the game with this touchdown right here, running over defenders. So, and then Andrew Ellison coming in, and then that's Javius Green, who's been on the defensive side of the ball tonight. And there's been fumble troubles on both sides of the ball. 5 total fumbles, 4 have been lost tonight. And then Rowlett, they kind of flatlined a little bit, but picked it back up towards the end with a touchdown right there, and then a 2-point conversion to put them up 35-28. So we're looking to see both of these teams come back out with a high motor as Rowlett kicks off the ball to North Garland with the lead. And, you know, you love to see both of these two teams having fun as Rowlett kicks the ball off. And that's going to be over Mateo Howard's head and out the back of the end zone. So they're going to be put at the 20-yard line. But, you know, both of these teams, you like to see both of them having fun and just playing a great game of football. You know, can't say there hasn't been their fair share of flags. 9 penalties for North Garland, and that's been hurt them for 62 yards. But Rowlett is playing a pretty disciplined game with only two penalties for 18 yards.
Most definitely. Garland has been a force on offense, but there is no INT. There's been 4 different receptions to 4 different receivers, 2 resulting in a touchdown. Cameron Shaw, Ashton Minor, Samuel Williams, and Mateo Howard been involved, and they're down. So look to see the freshman quarterback spread the wealth here.
That's another new name right there, Samuel Williams, as there's another flag. And North Garland is hoping this isn't their 10th flag of the game.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And just like that, that's going to be their 10th flag of the game, totaling for 67 yards in flags. But right now, North Garland has to find a way to erase the penalties out of their name right now so they can keep this ball moving forward and don't have a lot of things negated in the future.
And right about at 60 yards in penalties, what they usually average per game. Taurus Rucker's a great coach. They've been well coached. There's some young players getting involved tonight. But they'd like to do better in the future weeks.
As Trent is in the backfield, he's going to once again find that outside and he's going to push forward and get a gain of about 3. It looks like he's loved that left side of the line tonight. He's always found his way on that side of the field running the ball.
Most definitely, he's been running that left side very good. 92 was in there, but that was going to be a beautiful block by number 50 for the offense, Jonathan Heaver. We've called his name already. He's just a sophomore, so some great run blocking for a great running back.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9, ball on the 26. They're going to hand it off to Cameron Shaw, who's been important, but he's going to get hit hard by someone whose name we've called plenty tonight, Keyshawn Harrison, the sophomore linebacker, and he laid the boomstick on Cameron Shaw.
Yeah, Cameron Shaw takes this one misdirection to the right, and then takes it to the left. And Keyshawn Harrison, number 25, just a sophomore. He's been very involved. He's very loud, a good leader for a sophomore.
You know, you see him hyped up after big plays, and you see him telling people what they did wrong after the bad plays. So that's something you like to see out of a young guy like that. He's been all over the field tonight. As you see him coming in off the edge, forcing him up. But Hampton's going to take it, and he's going to get brought down pretty quickly after gaining the first down.
The freshman's going to move around here. He's going to get slowed down by Joseph Brox, number 8, the talented safety.
And he will have enough for a Raider.
But ultimately, the freshman's going to get the first down here.
And that freshman's having himself a night tonight when it comes to his numbers. Four attempts on 7 completions. 4 completions on 7 attempts, for 129 yards for 2 touchdowns. As he gets this one of his top playmakers, Mateo Howard. And, you know, we didn't really call his name that much first half, but he's looking to make his mark on the game in this half right here.
Most definitely. Mateo Howard on little third of the sideline. Looked like there was nothing there, maybe 1 or 2 yards, but he sidesteps the defender here. There he goes. Ooh, takes the block, and he gets about 7 on the play. It's 2nd and 3.
You know, for a guy that small, he's pretty strong. He dribbled that corner right there when he tried to tackle his leg. So Hampton's going to hand the ball off to Hill. And once again, that's Keyshawn Harrison meeting him right there at the line of game.
Just a very good job. Keyshawn Harrison he's been very talented tonight. Just stopped short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. He's only going to get 2 on that play. Harrison has been forced tonight for this Rowlett defense.
So that's going to be Shaw at the quarterback, and that's going to be, again, more than likely on Miguel Cervantes.
Disconcerting signal, defense.
Oh, it's on.
5-yard penalty, automatic, first down. First down.
That's going to be on the defense, and you see Harrison doesn't really agree with it, but it's not nothing he can really do. So that's going to be a first down for North.
It's not a flag you're going to see very often, but the Raiders are going to take it when they can get it. It's a first down.
And once again, they're going to go on Wildcat, give it to Shaw. He's going to run right up the middle to that strong Rowlett interior line. He's going to get pushed back, and that's going to be no gain on the play. That's Vincent Martin at the head of that.
Yeah, Vincent Martin here, the junior defensive lineman. He has a sack tonight and a bunch of tackles. Just meets him right there, and it's only going to be 3 yards on the Wildcat from Shaw.
So that's one thing North Garland likes to do. They like to take some of their skilled players, put them in at quarterback, and run that Wildcat play. You know, we see a lot of Mateo Howard there a lot as well as they hand it off to Trent Hill. And once again, he's going to find that left side, but number 6, Derek Childs, wraps him up so he doesn't get any further.
Yeah, Derek Childs, we've seen him meeting guys at the line. This time, Trent Hill takes a nasty cut, but Derek Childs gets him at the ankle and takes him down. And now it's going to be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 on the 46-yard line. So Trent Hill is still in the backfield. And you see Ashton Minor, one of the leading receivers in today's game, at the top of the screen. But they go ahead and throw it to Christian Eason, who looks like he slipped forward for a couple extra yards. And that's going to be a 5-yard reception.
And Christian Eason, I've been waiting to call his name tonight. He's a very tall wideout, 6'2", very talented. and uses all of his length to get to the 39-yard line. He's going to get 7 on that play and the first down for the Raiders.
And if there's a common theme between these North Garland ball carriers, they all find a way to fall forward. You rarely ever see them go backwards when it's a one-on-one situation. As they hand it off to Trent Hill, and once again, as I was stating, he's moving forward while there's defenders on him, and he's still going, waiting to hear a whistle, and he almost broke out of it. So that's going to be a first down. He just kept those feet moving on that play to get the first.
When we look at this, we see the pile just keep pushing. We see number 51. We see the blocking tight end. He throws to Osas. And that's what you talk about effort. Look at Osas just throwing him down. And that's great to see, the teamwork.
So they're going to go ahead and give Trent Hill a break and bring in Cameron Shaw, who's been just as effective on the ground. And once again, he's breaking defenders, and he almost broke loose, but is brought down by Derek Childs, who just probably saved a touchdown as he comes off limping.
Yeah, it's going to be a misdirection. We've seen this a lot. Not really a hold there, but he throws the sophomore linebacker down and picks up 10 on the play. It's good to have 2 running backs that can just be a force, as it's a first down in the red zone.
So Trent Hill back in the game. Looks like they're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield. And I think that looks like Jonathan Dang in the backfield as they hand it off to Trent Hill. And he's going to fall forward for about a gain of 5.
And who else but number 25, Kayshawn Harrison, the sophomore linebacker. It seems like we've been calling his name all night. Trent Hill just tries to go up the middle, but Harrison meets him there, and not much to gain there.
And I don't know if you saw that blocking by Jonathan Dang, but it was just pristine and shiny like his name is Johnny Dang. But it's going to be 2nd and 6 on the 11 with 5:23 to go and running in this third quarter. As Hampton drops back to pass, he's looking for Eason. He gets pulled on, and that is a touchdown. What a beautiful throw by the freshman. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Raiders.
That right there gets me excited. Christian Eason uses all 6'2" of his frame as the wideout here and gets the ball dropped in the bucket. And that's going to be an 11-yard receiving touchdown, Christian Eason. Beautiful play.
And a big positive about that drive, time of possession. That was a 7-minute drive right there. So leaving Rowlett with 5 minutes to score, but the game is far from over. But if this North Garland defense can hold as the kick is up and through, making your score 35-35, if this North Garland defense can hold and they can replicate that time of possession, they can control the whole flow of this game.
Most definitely, and that's with North Garland's running. We said Trent Hill had 110 rushing yards from the start. He has 141 now. And as we look at this replay, Christian Eason just gets that 3 yards of separation. That key number 3, lucky number 3. And he gets that touchdown to tie the game here. And it's great to get these receivers involved. That is now the 5th receiver for North Garland to get a reception, at least one.
The corner in coverage was Ryan Gore, so North Garland probably saw that mismatch and was like, I'm going to go ahead and go to it. And that was such a beautiful ball by the freshman. And that's what you like to see. That's how you know you have something to build on in the coming years, especially with all the freshman skill players on the team as well. So North Garland getting ready to give this ball back to Rowlett. And this is a deep kick. And it looks like Joseph Brox is going to go ahead and field this. He already has a kick return on the night, and he's looking like he wants another one. And that's Christian Eason, who forces him out of bounds. And after scoring a touchdown, he came back on special teams and stopped one from happening.
An electrifying return, man. Last time he went 80+ and got a touchdown. This time he goes all the way to the 45 from the 10, the 35. And that's just giving the Eagles great field position. That's a coach's best friend right there.
You know, the special teams coach has to be just happy with the way Rowlett's special team has been performing tonight. You know, You don't normally see this many yards out of a special teams. You know, a lot of kick returns, a lot of deep returns in general, as Ellison is back in the game. And they're going to hand it off to Benson, who's been another good rusher tonight, beating the edge, and he's going to keep going forward. There's a flag in the backfield. So after getting the first, we're going to see if this stands or not.
Holding 60 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And that's going to be on the junior lineman right there. And that's just not something you want to see on a play like that, as we see on the replay here.
Yeah, he's holding number 40, who's been involved tonight. That's going to be Brennan O'Neill. And that negates the 15-yard run. And that's a tough break, as it's 1st and 20 now for the Eagles.
And you just hate to see it. You're further back than where you started the entire drive, and now it's 1st and 20 on the 3rd and 4-yard line. As he's getting rushed, and he's brought down. Luckily, he got that out. But who else on the pressure than Sabaya Dye, who we've been calling all night? That junior right there is something else.
Most definitely. Sabaya Dye has been beautiful at that A-gap position today. He's just moving past that guard like it's nothing else. And gets to Ellis. And, man, with his size and his ability, he still has 1 year left to play. That's a guy we could probably see on Saturdays.
And that speed, man, for a interior tackle, man, that speed is something different. As Ellison gets it out quick to Cordell Lee, he's looking to make something happen, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it is going to be 3rd and 10 on about the 46-yard line.
And they've loved this crossing route right here. Cordell Lee coming out the slot. That's going to get 11 yards and make it 3rd and 8. Make that 99 yards, just shy of 100 receiving tonight for Cordell Lee.
So this Rowlett offense is rolling. And right now, seems to be of a old-fashioned Western standoff right now to keep this first from happening. It's 3rd and 8, and they roll out to the left. Ellison plants his feet, he throws, and that's going to be complete to Jalen Thomas, who's had a pretty good game tonight, and he's going to fall forward. He's going to be down at around the 37-yard line.
Make that 18 yards for number 11. He has a touchdown tonight. Ellis just looking to the left, gets out the pocket just barely. Throws it over there. The corner falls down, and he falls forward for about 3 yards.
You know, as a coach, you like to see your players trying to fall forward to gain as many yards as they can, instead of, you know, just letting the play go dead and just falling where they're at. He's going to drop back again. He's going to throw it deep. And that is right in the pocket to number 14, Jalen Benson. That's going to be a big gain right there. And Ellison is well over the 100-yard mark on tonight.
Make that 29 yards from Ellison. And that's a beautiful catch by number 14 right there, Jalen Benson. He's a junior. They love throwing to that sideline for sure.
And Ellison has been throwing pretty efficient tonight with a 64 completion percentage with 110 yards. So you like to see the improvement out of him from last week against Wiley. As they drop back again and they throw it across the middle. And that is a heads-up play by Cordell Lee, almost intercepted. And that is Cordell Lee's 2nd reception touchdown of the night.
Cordell Lee, have yourself a night. Takes it.
Injury timeout.
Takes the handoff. Tips off the linebacker there. Lee gets the touchdown as there's injuries.
It seems like he's okay. He doesn't want to slow nobody down, so he goes ahead and jogs it off. And that's the junior, Sabaya Dye. But like you were saying, Cordell Lee is having himself a night. And we're looking to see more out of him as we're getting ready to see this extra point. And that's going to go up, and that's going to be good, making your lead 42-35. And so while we wait on the teams to come up for the kickoff, let's go ahead and look at this District 9 6A rankings here. We got South Garland and Naaman Forster start us off at the bottom, who's playing right now. Your score 33-20. Naaman in the front. And you got North Garland right now ranked right under Lakeview. And then Rowlett sitting right there at the bubble under Garland, hoping Rowlett finds a way to get in there. And then Wiley East up there in the middle, with Wiley East winning today 66-10. So that puts them at the number 2 spot, leaving Sachse as the lone undefeated team in district with a district record of 5-0 after winning last night. So Sachse has to be feeling very comfortable in that number 1 spot.
Most definitely. And in this District 9 6A, we've seen a lot of very good offensive teams, with Brennan George having about 4 rushing touchdowns last night. And we look at the score today, we got another lucky game. It's 42-35 with some time left in this game. And a lot of offense to go.
3:23 left in the quarter. Rowlett's going to kick this ball off. And that's going to be a short kick, and that's going to be fielded by Mateo Howard, who's looking for something. He stiffs arm a defender, but he's going to get ultimately brought down. The initial tackler be number 31, Jeremiah Williams.
Yeah, Jeremiah Williams gets his opportunity here on special teams. He's listed as a running back on the roster. He's a senior, and that's how you get more snaps right there. You take advantage of your snaps.
And he's definitely doing that. You know, he's looking at where he's at right now, and he's taking everything as an opportunity, and he's making the most of it, trying to get some playing time. As Hampton and company comes back out with Trent Hill out at running back. Remember seeing Cameron Shaw jog a limp off the field earlier, but he looks to be fine on the sideline right now. So they hand the ball off to Trent Hill, and he's going to get tackled, with the initial tackler being Ivy, but there is a flag around the line of scrimmage. So we're going to see what this is.
Used to be a holding on the offense.
And it's definitely on North Garland with how far they're moving them back.
50 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's going to be the sophomore. That's going to be the sophomore lineman right there. And, you know, once again, North Garland letting these penalties bite them in the butt tonight, pushing them back. They are definitely well over that double-digit penalty mark with 11. So it's not going to be 1st and 20 on the 20-yard line. They're going to fake the handoff, and Hampton's going to – oh, that is not Hampton. That is Howard, and he looks like he's going to throw that away. It looks like the coaches are signaling for a flag, saying he threw it out of bounds, and there is a flag around the 25-yard line.
As we talked about, North loves that Wildcat. This time nothing going. We'll have to see what the ref has to say. Ref's conversing as we look at this replay. I'll tell you, Howard fakes it off, and Trent Hill has a good block on number 22, but nothing going. He's almost stepped out of bounds.
And there's a receiver on the offense downfield. Penalty decline. Results of the play is 2nd down.
And Mateo Howard looked like he was trying to keep the ball right there in the middle for as long as possible to see if he could see something to know if he has to hand it off or keep it, but he just kept it and ultimately threw it away. So it's going to be 2nd and 20 on the 20. Hampton's going to throw it to Christian Eason, and he's going to take it for about 5.
And that's what you love. Linebacker, the senior, Jaden Washington, the initial tackler. He's going to take him down. He was the guy in the game with a pick 6 in the 1st quarter. He just takes him down there. Mateo Howard's going to fall about a yard ahead, but it's going to be 3rd and long here, 3rd and 15 on the 25. Tough field position here for the Raiders.
Looks like Rowlett looks like they want to kind of rush the quarterback a little bit. That's exactly what they're going to do, is he's getting pressured and he's going to get sacked. And who else other than number 22, Kingston Johnson, he's had a pretty decent game tonight with a couple tackles on the stat sheet.
Most definitely. They're going to look to bring the heat, and they do. It's going to be 25 and 22. It's going to be Kingston Johnson and Keyshawn Harrison, both linebackers. They're going to lose 5 on that play, and they're going to be forced to punt here, down by 7.
And, you know, that Rowlett linebacker core is something different, you know. They're very fast, so you can't expect to outrun them, as Joseph Brox is going to field this punt. And he tries to make something out of nothing, running backwards. And he looks a little shaken up after that one.
It's going to be Ifosa Osas on the tackle, the tight end and edge rusher. We know how much Brox is a threat to take that to the house. So definitely a key tackle there.
As Brox goes ahead and limps off the field, you know, Rowlett was kind of holding their breath there while he was down, with him being one of the top players on the entire team. So it looks like Rowlett is going to stick with Ellison for the majority of this game, because, you know, first half they were flip-flopping quarterbacks, with Kirk Huff coming in a little, starting the game, and then Ellison coming in. So it looks like they're going to stay with him for a little bit as he drops back to pass. And he's going to get that to Lee again. He makes a defender miss. One more to beat it. He's going to go. And he breaks another one, and it looks like he's going up the side, and that's Nchotu in pursuit. And that is going to be a touchdown. And Rowlett is going to extend their lead by 2. And that is just, once again, that game-breaking speed right there.
Yeah, Ellison just looks to find him right here in the slot. He makes 2 defenders look silly. Makes a nasty cut on the middle linebacker there. One person to beat right here, Nchotu, the safety. That's going to be a 55-yard touchdown for Cordell Lee. And just shy of 200 receiving yards today. Been not to be played with tonight.
You know, coming into this game, he has 29 receptions, 314 yards, as the kick is up and is good, making the score 49-35. But he averaged 10 yards a reception. So this is not anything different than what we would have thought we would have seen out of him tonight. But while both of these teams get ready to come onto the field, we're going to go ahead and take us a quick break after these messages from GRS-TV. Your score 49-35 here after a Cordell Lee touchdown. And Rowlett getting ready to kick the ball off to North Garland, as this kick is a short one. Looks like they're trying to keep it away from Howard, but they get it to another threat in Eason, and he's looking to make something shake, but he's hit hard and is brought down by multiple Rowlett defenders.
Yeah, Eason, don't let that size and being a wideout get to you. He's very quick and evasive. Gets about to 30 before Ladarian Session, the junior linebacker, gets.
So North Garland comes back out here after punting the ball, looking to reduce that lead by a little bit going into the fourth quarter with 54 seconds left tonight. And there's going to be a flag. And it might be a false start on the offense. You see number 58, Kiever Hernandez.
Number 58 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's going to be on the senior lineman, Clever Hernandez, sorry. And that's going to push them back 5 yards onto the 25, making it 1st and 15. Trent Hill in the backfield tonight on this drive. They're going to hand it off to him, and he looks like he's running forward, and he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9.
And that right there is what you love out of Trent Hill. He's been running great on the left side. This time he takes it to the right. Some very good blocking there by number 50, as we've stated. And he falls forward. He's going to get about 6 on that play. It's 2nd and 9, picking up the penalty yardage.
You want to watch the Christian Easton at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one here. They're going to hand it off to Trent Hill again. And once again, he's going to go forward for about another 4.
And it's been working. You might as well use it. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9. I apologize, 3rd and 6. He picks up 3 on the play.
End of the third quarter.
That's going to be the end of your third quarter, score 49-35. And we're going to take a quick break here after quick messages from GRS-TV. And we're back here in this final quarter. This North Garland offense looking to add on to the 609 yards of total offense between both of these teams. And right now they're looking to score on this drive to get themselves back in this game. And Hampton dropped back pretty deep. He's going to throw that one away. And it's going to be 4th down.
That's going to be 3rd and 6 there. But some very good coverage by number 5. Jaden Washington with the pick 6 earlier, and number 25, Keyshawn Harrison. And that's going to force them to punt here on 4th and 6, down 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. It's tough.
And you like to see this Rowlett defense holding strong here. You know, two forced punts. And so they're going to give their offense a chance to kind of put this game away, as Gore is going to be returning this one, and he's trying to make something happen, but he gets met by a defender who just wouldn't let go.
And that's the typical field position you're going to get with the win tonight. It's finally slowed down a little bit. Some good leg by Maddox Lopez. It's going to be the 34-yard line for Rowlett.
Looks like Andrew Ellison, yep, they're going to keep him in for the rest of the game. And so Rowlett is going to have Jermias Benson in the backfield, who's been having himself a pretty effective night, as they hand it off to him for his 8th carry of the night, but he barely gets past the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 1. But before that, he has 7 attempts for 44 yards, and he averages 6 yards a carry, so you know he's moving the ball.
And that play right there, nowhere to go. That's going to be J.B. Spring and Stephen Law combining for the tackle. The linebacker and the safety. It's going to be 2nd and 9 after only a gain of 1 on that play.
And right now you're going to want to watch Lee right here. Looks like he has Looney on him, and they're going to go right at him. And Looney's going to take him down, but not after a 1st down.
And that's a 15-yard gain right there by Cordell Lee. You'll make that nearly 200 yards. Cordell Lee, a lot of linebackers guarding receivers for the Eagles today, so they'll take those mishaps whenever they can get them.
You know, and if you're North Garland, you know, you've seen Andrew Looney get kind of torched by these receivers a couple times tonight. So you kind of wonder, you got to start putting your #1 guy on people like Lee, as this pass is a little out of reach for Gore. You look, North Garland, you look to put like someone like Brian and Chotu on Cordell Lee.
Right there on that play, Rodney Gore, it was just too short for him. Couldn't get to it, but I'm not sure he would have been anywhere with Brian and Chotu right there, the junior safety. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 50-yard line. And they snap the ball, he backs the throw, and he goes to Lee again, but he gets hit hard. And it looks like the tackler is shaken up by his own hit. That's number 56, Braylon Smith, team leading tackler.
Yeah, Ellison knows when you get Cordell Lee the ball in space, he's definitely a threat. And he's going to pick up 8 on the play before being tackled. It's 3rd and 2 here. But Cordell Lee has been the X factor tonight for the Eagles for sure.
You know, North Garland's defense is kind of wincing at the fact that one of their leaders on defense is hobbled off the field. So they're looking to make sure they keep production up as usual as they hand the ball off to Jeremiah Benson, who finds a huge hole, and he's running hard. He's going to keep running, and he gets brought down by Brian Chosu, but not after a large gain.
Timeout, North Garland. First choice timeout of the half.
It's going to be a timeout by North Garland, so we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break with them after these quick messages from GRS-TV. We're back with this 49-35 affair with Cordell Lee leading the way for this Rowlett offense with 6 receptions for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns as they hand it off to Jeremiah Benson, who just broke off for a big run earlier. He goes down after a gain of around 2.
And guess who? That's going to be Sabai Ade. And Rowlett's going to get no gain on that. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And the Eagles looking to get in the red zone right here to get an advantage here. To make it 3 possession lead.
You know, this late in the game, it looks like Rowlett slowly trying to run the clock out a little bit. You know, 9 minutes left, trying to make it harder and harder for that North Garland team to come back down from down 2 possessions, as that's another fumble snap. We've seen that a lot tonight. But Ellison looks, he throws, and that's just a little overthrown as the receiver lays his body out, but ultimately does not get there, with the receiver being number 18, Adelio Williams.
Yeah, very good cut there. Adelio Williams was there, but JBS Green is definitely in covers there.
You know, that's the perks of having an athlete like JBS Green. You know, he has the speed to play receiver, so you put him at corner, he can run with most of the receivers out here. So you don't really have to worry about him getting burnt across the middle or over the top as they drop back. He's looking down the field, but he doesn't see anything, and he gets sacked. He gets brought down, and that's going to be a 3rd down. Or sorry, 4th down for Rowlett.
And that right there, initial pressure by Sabai Day that we saw, but that's going to be number 22, Zarin Willis, the defensive lineman. Just a sophomore. It's 4th and 13 here. Curious to see what the Eagles do.
And, you know, you're seeing North, a lot of their younger guys are stepping up and making plays tonight. And I know North's sideline is just happy right now, seeing that their younger guys are putting a lot of their heart into this game. So it's going to be 4th and 13. Rowlett's going to go for it. Ellison's going to drop back. He gets pressured. He gets away. He's looking to throw, but he has nothing and is sacked. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Rowlett coach is not happy about that one.
Definitely going for it on 4th and 13 was a decision there. I guess they thought if we don't get it right here, the Raiders are going to have bad field position. It is 49-35, so a 2-possession game. 14-point lead for the Eagles. Raiders get the ball. They still have a chance for sure. There's plenty of time. There's 8 minutes, but they got to go quickly for sure.
I guess in Rowlett's eyes, that was just a punt right there. So North Garland's going to get this ball back. And they're looking to make something happen by throwing it to Mateo Howard, and he's going to go forward for a gain of around 4. And Mateo Howard is just a strong individual, throwing that DB forward to move forward in the play.
And you've seen they love throwing it to the sideline, both teams. And Mateo Howard's going to get that and go for 6, make that 2nd and 4. They definitely got to get the ball to their playmakers.
As Hampton drops back to throw, and he throws that to Mateo Howard, and it looks like it kind of confused the DBs a little bit as they thought it was going to go to Minor right there.
And 2 plays in a row, he's going to go to Howard, his #1 playmaker, the Joker, and a very good slot receiver. And Howard's going to pick up 7 on that play and get the first down for the Raiders.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. It looks like North is moving the ball pretty efficiently to try and score, and that's going to be their 3rd pass in a row. And then Hampton's going to get pressured and throw that away, and he's like, that is on me. That's the type of responsibility you like to see in a freshman.
Most definitely. You definitely don't see that often. It's going to be an injury timeout.
Injury timeout.
So we're going to go ahead and give him a chance to rest. And we're going to, after these quick messages from GRS-TV. Derek Childs, who got helped off the field, a big playmaker on this Rowlett defense. So it's looking like Rowlett is bringing the heat, and that is number 12, sorry, Carday Ivy. You also saw Joseph Brox come off, bring some heat off the edge behind him too.
Yeah, most definitely. They brought the heat for sure. The free safety blitz with Brooks coming off the edge. I'm pretty sure he's happy that he got taken down by Ivy because Brooks was running there very fast.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 19 on the 34-yard line with 6 minutes and 45 seconds and rolling left in the 4th quarter. So you got to see North Garland move with a little bit of more urgency right now, because Rowlett is not letting up off that gas pedal anytime soon as they dump it to Cameron Shaw, and he's going to fall forward after getting hit hard. And that was a big hit by Keyshawn Harrison, who looks to be a little shaken up by it, but he ultimately gets up. And North Garland's going to punt the ball away, which is a pretty interesting decision.
Most definitely. The clock is running. Cameron Shaw gets that only for 3 yards. And definitely an interesting decision to have Maddox Lopez out here punting when you're down by 2 possessions. But we're under 6 minutes here.
That's going to be one of his better kicks of the night as Rodney Gore fields this one. And he's going to take it around the edge. He's finding something, and he stiff-armed that defender. He's letting him know about it too.
It's getting chippy out here in the 4th quarter, but that's going to be a very good punt return. He's going to get that to about the 46 of the other side of the field. And for the Eagles, it's very good field position. Only 46 yards to go.
You know, right now, if you're North Garland, you cannot let emotions spill over into the game, because at the end of the day, you're still trying to win. And the more penalties you get, the lower chance you have of winning the game. So they got to make sure they keep their heads in check. And they're going to bring Kirkhoff back out. Interesting decision by Rowlett, and they're going to hand it off to Benson, who finds a nice hole, who's going to get on the outside. He has the blockers, and he runs straight at that defender, and he keeps moving forward. That's going to be a gain of around 20.
Most definitely. That's going to be Benson. And it's getting very chippy. And he gets 18 on that play. But definitely some coaches upset with there's going to be a flag down, so look to see that play might get it called back for the Eagles.
You know, after every play that goes out of bounds, you see a little bit of talking between the players. So
There are 2 fouls on the play. Unsportsmanlike Number 28 on the offense. Unsportsmanlike. Number 10 on the defense. They both dead ball fouled after the play, so they all set. Second down.
So that's going to be on Looney and Benson, two vocal leaders of their respective teams. And that was just a clash of the Giants. And then, as you can see
the quarterback helping them get up. But
looks like Looney had a little bit of a shove after. They're going to hand it back off to number 27. And he's going to get stopped short for a gain of nothing.
In North Garland, we talked about them staying here as a team, knowing they're down by 2 possessions, and their defense is not letting up. That's a good thing to see. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 here. And the Eagles are on the 36-yard line. Or 26, I apologize.
So like I said, North has to do a better job at controlling those emotions, because at the end of the day, you're just hurting the team. And that's going to be incomplete, intended for Rodney Gore, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a defensive PI, as you see the flag around the 14-yard line.
Yeah, once again, they try to find Gore on the crossing route.
Number 4, defense.
But
Automatic first down.
Javius Green was there, Cameron Shaw was there, and Looney was in the area. And it's going to be 3rd and 9.
So that's going to be
2nd and 9.
That's going to be, that flag's going to be on Javius Green. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Correction, holding. Number 4 the defense. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So the correction is holding on Javius Green. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line for the Eagles with 4:50 left to go. And they're looking to ice this game to put them up by 3 scores.
And if you're that North Garland defense, penalties just can't happen right now.
And that D-line is holding strong right now.
It's going to be Brandon O'Neill, the sophomore defensive lineman, 6'4", 250 pounds. And the running back just cannot get past him.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the 16.
About a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Eagles.
And so Rowlett looking to think, letting that clock drain as much as possible. As you can see, they're in no rush to get to the line of scrimmage at all. And there's going to be a timeout called.
Timeout, Rowlett. Their first choice timeout of the second half.
So Rowlett's going to call a timeout to keep that delayed game from happening. So we're going to go ahead and take a break with them after these quick messages from GRS-TV. .35 here with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. As you can see, North Garland side is still excited with how this game is going and how their team is performing. And Rowlett is out here looking to put the icing on the cake here, with it being 2nd down and 12 on the 16 as Kirkup drops back to pass, throws it to Lee. He makes a defender miss, and he's going to just fall down at around 14-yard line.
And Cordell Lee's been very impressive today. That's 9 yards right there. Make that 195 yards receiving today with 3 touchdowns. Cordell Lee is a guy that's going to be playing on Saturdays.
And Rowlett, once again, letting that clock roll. About to hit the 3.5-minute mark because the clock is still rolling. So they're more than likely going to see a couple of run plays out of Rowlett. And there's going to be one right there. And he's going to get stopped at the 5-yard line.
27, the ball carrier, Cottrell on the carry.
That's going to be a pickup of 5 for Adrian Lacey, the sophomore running back. And as we look at this replay, he's going to take it up the middle. Some good blocking. They don't really know he's there until the last second. Adrian Lacey, very impressive this season. And you look to see what he can do in the future as just a sophomore.
It's going to be running back Kellen Cottrell back there. They're going to hand it off to him again. He's going to go ahead and get himself a touchdown. As you can see, it's a little chippy back here. And that's going to be a touchdown, but there is a flag. A player took his helmet off on the field, and that's going to get called 10 out of 10 times. You just
After the
can't
play
take
was
your helmet
over,
off.
unsportsmanlike number 60 of the offense, he took his helmet off.
And as one of those older guys, you would think he knows not to take his helmet off, but I guess he just got too heated in the moment.
That
And
penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
just in the heat of the moment took his helmet off to show some frustration. So your score 55-35 here at Williams Stadium with 2:52 left to go in this game. Rowlett looking to make this a 56-35. And they have made it a 21-point game. That pretty much puts the icing on the cake. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break here after these quick messages from GRS-TV. It is 56-35 here at Williams Stadium. Rowlett getting ready to kick the ball back to North Garland, who's put up a pretty good fight through this game. And Rowlett has just put up an even better fight, with the score being 56-35 with 2:52 left to go in this game. So Rowlett getting ready to kick the ball off. That's going to be Mateo Howard back to receive, and they're going to kick it right to him, but it's going to go in between his legs. He's going to get hit hard by the DB, Ryan Gore.
The senior defensive back, Ryan Gore, as the ball just kind of goes through the legs of Mateo Howard. Just unfazed, Ryan Gore just lays the hammer on him. And that's got to give them some energy right there.
If you watch this replay, he came down flying like an eagle, and he made that hit very hard. And so North Garland is going to get this ball on the 37-yard line with 2:47 left to go in the game. So look to see what Hampton and company is going to do. He drops back, he rolls out to his right. He's looking down the field. He throws it, and it's just out of the hands of JaChristian Eason. Looking for another big reception tonight, but just slips through his hands.
Yeah, you knew he was coming to this right side of the field. He's running to the right. Got only one hand up, and he's looking. He tries to fake it. It's not the best spiral. JaChristian Eason can't get a hand on it, and that's going to be 21, Richard Daniels, the junior defensive back in coverage.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the 37. He drops back to pass. He's looking deep, but he doesn't see what he wants. But he's looking again. He throws it deep to Eason, and it's just over his head. That's going to make it 3rd and 10.
Number 58, Clever Hernandez, on this play. The blocking was very solid. Looking for Eason. 58's going to get a pancake block there, but it's just out of the reach of Eason. The Eagles catch a break here, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. on the 37-yard line.
If you saw, Easton had the separation. It's just the ball was out of his reach. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 on the 37. And North Garland's looking to move the chains as Hampton's going to just take it himself. And we've seen him run it a couple times tonight, and he has some wheels for a quarterback.
Oh, most definitely. Looks like the defensive line is starting to get a little tired. And he's like, well, I'm going to get my yards. He's going to take that 11 yards. He's very, very quick, like you stated.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 on the 48-yard line. He's going to drop back to throw. He's looking, and he finds his receiver, but it just falls out of the hands of number 15, Samuel Williams, the freshman.
Yeah, Samuel Williams. It's a very well-placed ball, but it's going to fall out of the hands. It would have been a 1st down, but he's got plenty of years to make up for that one. Just a sophomore.
So with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game, North Garland looking to cut this lead down by at least something. And he's going to hit Williams again to make up for it, and he's going to get the first.
They look to the left side of the field, and Samuel Williams, it's not going to take him years. It's going to take him a few seconds. He's going to get 12 yards to make up for that drop. And that's going to be his 2nd catch of the day.
So it's going to be a Raiders 1st down on the 41-yard line. And he's going to get that ball to Easton, and he's not being tackled, and regardless of the score, he's going to continue playing. And someone looks a little shaken up down there on the field. That looks to be pretty bad.
Injury timeout.
So we're going to go ahead and take us a break, too, after these quick messages.
Easton takes that 16 yards. That'll be 40 for him on the day.
So after these quick messages from GRS-TV, we'll take us a break. Your score 56-35 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. After a big game by Christian Easton, it is 1st down on the 20 for the Raiders. So their Raiders are looking to go ahead and score and put some points on the board. And Hampton's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to hit a little jump throw. He's going to get that down to Mateo Howard, who's had a pretty nice game today on every aspect of the game.
Yeah, it looked like he was moving back for the snap, and then he just does a little jump throw, as we've seen a few times tonight. It's going to get 8 yards from Mateo Howard, just like that during the red zone.
2nd and 2, he drops back, he's looking, and he throws it up to Easton. And he looks like he wanted to go for a one-hander there. And my apologies, that was Samuel Williams, the freshman.
And if Michael Love, the senior defensive back, isn't in there, as we look at this replay, beautiful coverage by Michael Love. That could have been a touchdown, and nothing going for them. Make it 3rd and 2 for the Raiders.
Like you said, it's going to be 3rd and 2 on the 12-yard line with 1 minute and 32 left to go. And it's going to be Cameron Shaw in the backfield as Hampton drops back to throw. He's going to roll to his right. He finds Easton, who gets hit out of bounds by number 33, Jalen Montagna, the junior.
We look at this replay. Easton was a little shooken up a few plays ago. Comes back in. He's a very tough guy. But he had nothing going there. Montagna takes him out. But, they're going to give him the 1st down. And just like that, it's 1st and goal for the Raiders. And a chance to put up 40 tonight.
And the Raiders are in striking distance on the 9-yard line, so they only have 9 yards to go to get this touchdown. And they're going to keep Cameron Shaw in the backfield. Hampton's motioning Mateo Howard. He's dropping back. He's looking. He throws it across the middle to Easton, and what a catch. What a throw, and what a high point catch. So that's going to be 41 for the Raiders.
And Easton, we talked about his size already multiple times tonight. He's 6'2", about 200 pounds. He jumps over, makes that 9-yard touchdown, and that's going to be Easton's second touchdown of the night. And he's going to be about 56 yards, so pretty good night for Easton.
You know, with that 6'2" frame, you can really just throw the ball up there and find a way to go get him, as they hand it off to Shaw in the Wildcat, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion. And that's going to make it 43-56, cutting this lead down to 13 with 1:23 to go. So North Garland here, as Shaw comes limping off the field late in the game. North Garland here looking to somehow muster up a comeback when it was looking pretty gloomy here for them. But as they come down to the sideline, the field, they're getting ready to kick this ball to Rowlett, who's more than likely going to try and ice this game. You see something different back there. Kirkhuff is back to receive the kick.
Yeah, maybe the Raiders thinking onside with the 1:23. We'll have to see. They're all lined up together.
And Rowlett looking like they're getting ready for an onside kick as well. So we're gonna see what happens here. As the kicker is instructing his team what to do, trying to do their best to find a way to recover this ball and give their offense another chance to score to get even closer to winning the game. And Rowlett, as you can see, is hefty up front to make sure nothing happens. And that takes a good bounce, but it goes out of bounds. And that is going to be Rowlett ball. And so that's more than likely gonna give Rowlett what they need to ice this game with 1:20 left.
It's going to be a lot of hands off here to Jermias Benson, maybe. He's been out for a while. So Adrian Lacey, they get the ball at the 30.
Free kick out of bounds. Ball to be added, 5 yards to be added from the out of bounds spot. First down, Rowlett.
So they're going to get the ball at the 30-yard line. Unless Rowlett wants to, put some extra points on the board, I'm pretty sure they're just going to run this clock out as they run back onto the field. Probably going to feed Keelan Cottrell on this drive. We're going to see what they're going to do with the ball here. And yeah, they're just going to hand it off. We're more than likely going to see North Garland use the rest of their timeouts.
That's going to be Andre Ortega, the junior linebacker, and Stephen Law combining for the tackle there.
As we hear whistles right now.
Timeout, North Garland, the second choice timeout of the half.
That's going to be North Garland using that timeout. We're going to have one more remaining. And so we're going to go ahead and keep it here with it being late in the game. Rowlett came in. They improved heavily off of last week. They took all the positives from last week and brought it here, and even the negatives from last week, and improved on those. And as you can see, it paid dividends for them.
Most definitely. We've seen a lot of electrifying players tonight. And Joseph Brox from the defense and the special teams, everybody's been working tonight. 56 doesn't accidentally happen. The two quarterbacks both came in and played well. A very well-coached team for these Eagles as the game looks to come to an end.
And then 2nd and 12 on the 31. Looks like they're going to hand it up. They're going to throw it. And that's going to be through the hands of Jalen Thomas. But as you said, 56 doesn't just happen on accident. That means it was full collaboration. Offense was firing on all cylinders. Coaches were doing their thing. And, and they got the outcome that they wanted.
Most definitely. And huge credit to Derek Alford and this Rowlett staff. They've been working on all cylinders tonight. And it's looking hot for this team in this upcoming year. After this, a lot of returning starters next year. And they've been very good tonight.
As they're going to hand it off to number 31. He's going to find a hole and get down. He's after a 4-yard gain. But for the North Garland Raiders, as Taurus Rucker more than likely takes a timeout.
Timeout North Garland, their final timeout of the game.
As they use their final timeout, you know, the outcome of the game might not be what they wanted, but Taurus Rucker definitely has a group to work with a lot of these freshmen. You know, you got Ashton Minor, who had a big impact on this game. Samuel Williams, who also had a couple of good receptions, but you know, you have a lot to build around. And then obviously at the quarterback position, Chris Hampton. So you have something to look for in the future, and that's what a lot of coaches like to see. So Rowlett's gonna go ahead and punt this ball off with 40 seconds left. And North Garland's they're gonna see what they're gonna do. And they're taking a good minute to punt, but Andrew Ellison is gonna get it out, and that's gonna be a good punt. And it's gonna take a Rowlett bounce, and that's gonna be rolled down to about the 18-yard line. Mateo Howard looking for some sort of flag.
Yeah, Ladarian Session looked like he hit Mateo Howard before the ball came up, but 29 seconds left. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Probably just looking to get some yardage here.
You know, 29 seconds, there's not much you can do unless, you know, you throw up a Hail Mary and then somehow get the ball back. But looking to see what they're going to do as they go one back in the backfield. It looks like they're going to try and get some type of something off of this, as that they mess up the play, and that's more than likely going to do it.
Jaden Washington, what a game so far. It's going to be a sack. He has a pick 6. And just probably the defensive MVP for this Rowlett Eagle team today. The clock is at 6.
You know, like you said, a sack and interception and multiple tackles on tonight. So that's going to do it here at Williams Stadium, with your score being 56-43. Rowlett going home as the winners. You know, positives from both sides, but ultimately one team can win, and that team is Rowlett. So we're going to go ahead and check out, let y'all watch some of the highlights, and that's going to be the rest of our part from this game. Have a great night. My name is Houston Darden, here with my partner Thomas Hart, and have a great night.